views and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the hosts and guests, and not necessarily those of the staff and management of WWDB-TV.
Welcome. Thanks for coming back as our audience again. We appreciate that. Merry Christmas to you all. I want to say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Thanks for watching the show. You know, hopefully you've got some wins from this NFL show this week. This show is, as you know, let's talk football. Let's talk NFL with Rick and Jack. How you doing, Jack?
I'm good.
Good to meet you, brother. Good to see you. Good to meet up again this week.
Yes,
After all the conversation and texts we have throughout the week, it's good to get together and do this show. Thank you. I want to thank you all for watching.
Are you texting me to give me crap?
Well, I had to give you crap on college football, but we won't talk about college football. Go to our sports show to look at college football. That was interesting. Good show. Watch it. Go back to it and watch it. But this is about the NFL, and lots happening in the NFL this week. We were very successful again.
Yeah, you went 12-4, and I ended up going 10-6. So kudos to you beating me this week.
Yeah, and we give out, you know, some games that are our big games that we talked about last week. Don't bet every game, but the games we bet, we seem to win. I was fortunate on Thursday Night Football. Of course, you know, I had the Chargers to beat the storied, wonderful Raider organization, and the Las Vegas Raiders lost again, are 7-7. Derek Carr is probably out for the year. That was a bad injury, but Mariota played well.
Oh, he did. So it was almost like we would consider like the Oregon Bowl.
Wow, he played great.
Because it was two on both sides.
Yeah,
you had
Herbert and
Oregon,
Mariota.
so it was pretty good to see, you know, and to actually see Mariota. I didn't realize that. 'Cause for some reason, when he was in Tennessee, he seemed like so big. I think he slimmed down a little bit, and he was much faster.
He looked good.
I didn't expect him to be that fast, but he was. I like that.
He looked really good.
So before we get into anything, I want to ask you, what stood out to you this week with the NFL? Because we talk about a lot.
Oh, we talk about so much NFL, folks, and I want to tell you, when we're not on air, we're talking about it a lot. We're big NFL fans, and we take pride in handing out winners. I'm telling you, if you're not watching this show and your friends aren't watching this show, you guys are losing out. Because, again, right off the bat, Chargers, Thursday Night Football. And then we had many, many wins beyond that. And those Saturday games, we had both of those games.
Yes.
Those were easy wins for us, Buffalo and Green Bay. So you went into NFL the first 3 games, Thursday and the 2 Saturday games, we handed those to you. You don't need to play anything else. If you don't want to play another game, you won 3 games, you parlayed them. You parlayed it to the SC game that we predicted Oregon would win. I mean, there's a lot of money to be made early in the week. And it's you know, if you're not playing, if you're not following us, if you're not liking us, if you're not sharing us, hey, I hope you're enjoying all those other shows you're watching where they aren't as successful as we are. I can tell you that. All those fantasy football guys and all those gambling shows, they're not better than this show. So, you know, watch it, follow us. But you ask, I want to get back to what you said. What stood out for me is to watch teams like the Jets and, you know, Cincinnati, the Jets beating the Rams, Cincinnati beating Pittsburgh, and watching these guys play, and you know they're playing for contracts because there's 3 weeks left. They have no playoff hopes. And you're watching these guys for Cincinnati last night playing so hard. I'm like flying all over the field, just playing lights out, putting it to Pittsburgh, more physical, making the plays. And I'm like, why don't you do this all year? And it's maddening to me that these guys are such prima donnas that when they lose 4 or 5 games in a row, they just keep letting it go. Now there's 3 weeks left. They're playing for the contracts. Same thing for those guys in New York. All of a sudden, Frank Gore has a good game. Oh, but he probably wants to get 1 more year out of this. He wants to milk it 1 more time. I mean, it's like, show up every week. When I played football, when I played sports, whatever I do, workout, I show up and give 100%. And I know you do. And I'm not getting paid to do any of it. I didn't get paid to play college football. But, man, I showed up every week, every practice, every week. And it's maddening to me. That's the thing that really hits me more than anything. And the other thing that really hit me was Buffalo's for real, man. It's a good football team.
Yeah, I really like Buffalo.
And I predicted on our first show they would be in the Super Bowl, and they're going to be.
For me, what stood out this week was I have to stop going against the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, they're tough.
They look good.
They're good in all facets of the game.
Yes. And, you know, one of the things that you asked me was like, what do you think their weakness is? And I'm like, it might be at the quarterback position, but the quarterback position is not bad. But
they put him in a position to win, and he's talented.
as long as you
Baker
protect
Mayfield
him, he's gonna put them in a position to win. So protect him, and the run game is there, the O line's there, and protect him. You'll eventually you're gonna win, and they might, I don't know, they might give us a playoff, a Super Bowl run.
They're as good as anybody. As you know, in the AFC, the level of talent is amazing. I mean, it's not fair because you're looking at in an NFC, that's easy for you to say, NFC, that really has about 3 teams that have a shot to win it, to go to the Super Bowl. You know, you got New Orleans, Green Bay, and Seattle. Who else? Who are you going to throw? The Rams are there, can you put the Rams in there? I've been on the Rams all year, and I tell you, after that loss to the Jets, I'm done with the Rams. Good luck. I hope you do well. I have bet on you all year for the Super Bowl, but Rams, if you're losing to the Jets at home, forget it. Forget it.
No.
Now watch them go beat Seattle this week.
So and this is why I have to defend them.
Well, you made a point. You made a great point last week. What was the point you made? And it came true.
They play down or up to their competition.
Yeah.
And they
you
that's exactly
said it last week.
That's exactly what they did, and I think they're going to do that again with Seattle. So if they do win in Seattle, then I'll be back on the bandwagon with them as far as like, okay, you know, maybe McVay can really fine-tune his team and stop playing like that and play Rams football. Don't play towards the opposition.
Down to your competition.
So that's my I got to defend them on that sense because that's what I've noticed all year long. Let's see how they play this week because in the playoffs, everyone deserves to be there. Everyone's there. Everyone's vying for the Super Bowl. So your competition is at the highest level. So you have to play up to the highest level. And if they're there, I think they'll do it.
Well, it's going to be interesting. First of all,
not to mention the
NFC East doesn't belong.
Oh my God!
I think that we talk a lot about changing some rules to make things better. My whole thing is, if you have less than a 500 record, I don't care what division you're in, you don't belong in the playoffs. You do not belong in the. You win your division
on paper. Yeah,
so
no. That's it. That's where it stops.
You won. Good job.
Hang it in the rafters.
I mean, there's teams there's teams that are so close in the NFC. You know, to get it in, it's like they're going to get in and somebody else is not going to make it that is better than them. Again, a rule that sucks, but you know, it's whatever. It's 2 weeks left. There's some outstanding teams. The AFC is stacked, man. Like you said, it could be Cleveland. It could be Tennessee. Indianapolis is playing as good as football as anybody. You've got Kansas City. I mean, you got these great teams.
And you
Cleveland.
Yeah.
I mean, Buffalo. And you know, Buffalo's my team, so you know, that's my team this year, and I'm sticking with them. And of course, they helped me to win a bet. I think that bet is cinched by now. Of course, it is. So I beat you on that bet. But we'll talk more about that as we get at the end of the year and the playoffs and all that. But this is a fun time of year with NFL. It's 2 games left. A lot of jockeying for positions. Kansas City looks like the best team in the NFL. I was kind of disappointed in New Orleans' game, but you know, Breeze caught up to the action. He was out for several weeks. He got in a rhythm.
He needed time to acclimate, a little time to gel.
So New Orleans is a legitimate team, of course. I mean, you know, Seattle's a legitimate team, of course. Green Bay's a legitimate team. Everybody keeps looking for holes in the Green Bay team, reasons they're not going to win. Keeps saying that they don't have a good run defense, but Green Bay just keeps winning. But I don't know about the level of team they're beating. Yeah, and we're going to see this week really how good they are.
Well, most teams that go on a Super Bowl run, defense has been a big part of it. So that's why
defense and a good running game.
Yes.
And who has that?
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Unfortunately, like I said, I have to stop because historically, in my mind, Cleveland's never been a good
both
team.
Both deserve wins, man. Both deserve a Super Bowl.
I guess me looking for my Cinderella, Cleveland's my Cinderella.
Cleveland is no Cinderella.
They're not playing
somebody like I don't know, would be a Cinderella. The Washington Redskins that win it all would be Cinderella.
Yeah,
that would be Cinderella.
Yeah, anybody coming from that.
Cleveland is as good as anybody. They can play, but you know, I think Kansas City just ups their game to who they're playing. I don't even think you've seen the best Kansas City team yet. They are not stoppable on offense. Now, you might get them on defense, you might get them on turnovers. It's going to be hard to keep Kansas City from repeating as Super Bowl champs. That's my opinion.
And the thing too with them, it's if they're down, and you give them a chance, give them any amount of time on the clock, like so far we're looking at it like he put himself in a do not give Drew Brees with the ball with time on the clock. Do not give it to Tom Brady.
You see the way they ended that game?
Yeah. So he's putting himself in that class.
Control the clock.
Aaron Rodgers, do not give him time on the clock. He'll find a way to win. And Patrick Mahomes, he's getting there.
Unbelievable.
But he's also putting his team in a position where the other team's fighting, trying to come back 2-3 touchdowns.
Yeah, and he's got they're great. The receivers are unbelievable. I mean, Tyreek Hill is something else, man. That guy, he not only is fast and catches a long ball, but he catches all the balls. I saw him make a couple tough catches, and I'm like, this guy just not only is a speedster that can catch the long ball, he catches everything thrown his way.
So one of the things I want to say was Herbert saying that one of the things that with a quarterback, when throwing the ball, throwing it to one of the hardest throw to make is actually to an open receiver. So can you imagine how hard it is for Patrick Mahomes to be throwing up to Tyreek Hill, because he's always open. If you're looking at it with that mindset, because he's always open. He finds a way to be open, and he's not the tallest. He's not the tallest receiver where he's going to go above everybody.
He's a little guy, and he's just so awesome. But you know what's funny on that team is Sammy Watkins is a great receiver. That guy doesn't even see the ball that much. I mean, he can control a game himself, catch 10, 12 passes. The guy gets 3 or 4 throws a game. And I mean, you got Hardeman out there, you know, you got Robinson. I mean, and then you got Kelsey.
You didn't even bring up Kelsey.
No, I was getting there.
It's like the second or, it's like.
Kelsey's one of the best receivers in the NFL, not the best tight end. I mean, and tight end is a fun position in the NFL, by the way. There's really some good tight ends. To me, I love watching tight ends catching the ball and rambling down the field, you know, like a Gronk type of thing. It's like Kelsey, he not only catches it, but his yards after catch are unbelievable. And there's a couple guys like that that you'll watch. The kid in Oakland is a great tight end. And Waller. Darren Waller, great tight end. I mean, but there's some great tight ends in the NFL.
Do you know he used to be a wide receiver, and then they converted him to tight end?
Yeah. The name escapes me. The tight end in San Diego, great tight end. He is a great tight end. The kid Higbee with the Rams, those are great tight ends, man. They are great tight ends. But tight ends, fine. That's my favorite position in the whole team. I love to watch middle linebackers and tight ends play football. It's a rugged position. Tight end, you got to be a great blocker. You know, you really got to be a great blocker. So, you know, it's fun to watch. It's fun to watch. NFL is fun, period. But, you know, we're getting into the last couple weeks. Let's take a quick break, and we'll go and we'll predict some games for this week, and you know, hand out some more winners. We do it every week. If you're not watching the show and liking it and going and betting, I'm sorry. These apps are easy to get into these days. You don't have to go to the casino anymore. I don't know if you use a betting app or what you do. I like to go down to the casino once in a while just to see what's down there.
Sometimes the atmosphere, is a little bit different.
I got the betting app, but there's some good action out there. Make some money, but we're going to take a quick break. Stay with us while we pay a few bills. Thanks for watching.
Hi, I'm Jay Schrader, former NFL quarterback with the Redskins and Raiders, and I want to tell you about an organization that I recently got involved with, sgc-foundation.org. It's an organization, we go around, we raise money for children's hospitals and kids with autism or any other disabilities, things like that, all around the country. I'd love to have you a part of it, so check us out. Check out the website, sgc-foundation.org.
Hello, Thanks for staying with us through the commercial break. We appreciate it. Again, Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas to everybody. It's been a tough year on everybody in America. Many, many, many people are really struggling, and it's we continue to look for relief. And I just want to say Merry Christmas through a tough year. It's still a season of giving, and you know, we continue to give out winners that you can make money on, and that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to get into our week, and week 16, 2 weeks to go, 16 and 17. It's been fun. We're looking forward to the playoffs where we can really break things down. But what you thinking about? We've got any good games this week? My friend Jack, Merry Christmas, Jack.
Merry Christmas.
My brother, Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Same to you and yours.
Thank you. We're looking forward to a little time off and just relax over the holidays. Now that Christmas shopping is done. Are you done with your shopping?
Oh, yes, done.
Are you done with your shopping? I hope so. Last minute's fun, though. I'm a last minute guy. I finished up yesterday. And we have some young kids, so we have fun doing it. I have a 10-year-old. You have an 8-year-old and an 11-year-old. So we have fun shopping. But as far as shopping goes, we're going to give you some winners here today. And
Gonna give you some money.
Get them in before Christmas, make some money, and listen. You either can make some money for last-minute shopping, or you can make up what you lost. But we're going to give you some winners.
It's make up what you lost, or make up money, because the first game is on Friday, so there's no Thursday night football.
We got a game on Friday.
So it's Christmas. We got a Christmas Day.
And it's a good game.
Yes, it's actually going to be a tough game for the Vikings, you know, because you're giving Breeze 2 weeks to get back in the swing of things. But I'm still going to go with the Vikings. Kirk Cousins still he's got to play better, and they have to run the ball better. I'm going Minnesota.
Did you hear that, folks? Minnesota. Okay. -7.
Yeah, I'll take it.
For New Orleans. I'll take New Orleans all day long. I believe that, you know, Drew Brees is going to get back in the groove and get his mojo going again. And New Orleans will win this game easily. They're not happy that they lost that last game to Kansas City. They got started late. They got in the game very late when Kansas City basically could have scored whenever they wanted. I'll take New Orleans all day long on Friday. You know, make some money early, quick.
As long as Cook runs the ball well, Minnesota will win.
Okay, well, we got 2 Cooks in that game, you know. Cook, the tight end for New Orleans, is a fine tight end. Breeze was a little upset with him the other day. He was talking to him pretty good on the bench, and Cook just kept going like he wanted to punch out Breeze because he missed a couple of easy throws. But he's a good tight end, so we got 2 Cooks in the game. Maybe we'll muster up something in the kitchen for him.
Well, maybe he'll
New Orleans all day long,
muster up a win. So we have Bucks, Lions. I'm gonna go with the Bucks for this one.
Yeah, I agree with you.
It's a need to win for them.
And that's the NFL, need to win basis. You know, the reason the Rams lost and Pittsburgh lost, they didn't have to win those games. Neither one of them did. But Pittsburgh's in trouble. But anyways, we'll talk about that as we get down the road here. But I'll go with you on the Bucks. Given 8.5. Lions are hapless. They just are finishing out the season and looking for a new coach.
Niners at Cardinals, -4 for the Cardinals. San Francisco is surprising us, despite all the injuries.
In what regard?
They're playing good ball. It's just that they're not winning.
They got a weak quarterback.
But their
running backs are hurt.
But they're still producing. They're still putting points every time that they go down. Yeah. They go down the field. So having the right quarterback in that position can only make you better.
How did they do this last week?
They lost. They lost by 3 points, but they scored 20.
There's no moral victories. They lost, and they're going to lose again this week. But so you're taking the Niners?
No, of course not. I'm taking the Cardinals, but I'm saying they're playing well, but they're just not finishing. It's just like her. Look at San Diego, or I'm sorry, Chargers.
L.A. Chargers.
The L.A. Chargers. They're playing good ball. They're just not finishing, and then they
played good ball all year.
And then right now they're on that cusp of those close games. It's going to go their way now, and they're going to start dominating. So, but all season long, I'm looking at them once Herbert got in there, and I'm like, they're playing good ball. They're just not finishing well. And look at them now.
Do you know why the Chargers are playing well the last couple of weeks? Because The player's future is on the line, and the coach's future is on the line. So they're both working a little harder, and they're doing the extra to win a game. Again, the Chargers, they're poorly coached. I mean, they should have won a lot more games. That's not a bad football team.
Oh, so they're not a bad football team?
No, they're not a bad football team. They're poorly coached all the way around, and that's my opinion. Again, I'm sure that Anthony Lynn's a great guy. I'm just talking about football. I don't think he's a good coach. Every year it's like the Chargers just barely lost. Oh, they lost this game at the last second. How many years are you going to go on like that? That's been happening for 3 years with that coach. Get rid of him. Anyways, we're talking about Arizona and San Francisco right here, and you like Arizona, and so do I, because Arizona's going to win easily.
So, and then another thing, note mentioning is this game here. It's the third game that San Francisco has been, or the 49ers have been playing in Arizona.
They've been in Arizona for at the end of this week, it'll be 1 month.
So it's like a home game for them.
It is like a home game, but with no fans for anybody. So what home game?
No, but routine makes a difference.
So again, are you think San Francisco's going to win?
No, but I'm just.
You keep giving me all the reasons why they're going to win.
You know what? I'm going to go Niners.
You are not.
Yes,
hey,
I'm going to go Niners.
I talked them into Niners. There's no way.
I'm going to go Niners on this one.
The rule is here, you can't change.
Oh, and then one. I won't change.
I tell you how adamant I am about the Arizona winning. That I'm going to make it my game of the week.
Okay.
Arizona will win by more than 4. Game of the week. That's how adamant I am about that conversation.
And just a side note for that game, the only way that you can actually see this game is on Amazon Prime.
Well, I won't be watching it.
Amazon Video? No?
No, I don't need it. I don't need it that bad. That's where it's at.
That's the only way you can see this game.
The other two are on the NFL Network, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a thing, and this is supposed to be revolutionary, where you can actually maybe even NFL going to start streaming their own games, or
Oh, really? Well,
maybe.
Call me with the updates.
Okay.
Next game.
We got Dolphins at Raiders. I'm going to go Dolphins.
I agree. Dolphins easy win. Raiders are done. The Raiders are 7-7, and Carr's out. Mariota played very well. I give him credit.
We'll give him a week with the number ones.
Dolphins can't lose. They got to win. It's a must win. I'll go with the Dolphins and give 2.5. Sunday, we roll right into Sunday. So we got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We have NFL for 4 straight days, plus NBA, plus college bowls. It's too much.
No, it's not.
Okay. We're sports guys. We love it.
Cook on Friday, eat leftovers the next 2 days. Good.
Yeah, but you're a chef. I'll be going for that. What I'm good at is ordering takeout.
Oh.
So, anyways, you cook. You're a chef. You be cooking with the cooks.
Yeah. Broncos at Chargers, -3 for the Chargers. You think this is going to be 2 in a row?
Chargers continue to win.
All right.
Yes. Browns at your famous Jets with 1 win.
Yeah, this is my game.
That's the number 2 draft pick.
This is my game of the week.
Yeah, you're taking Cleveland, so am I.
Absolutely.
I don't blame you. His game of the week. His game of the week. My game of the week
against
was Arizona.
my hapless New York Jets, which they don't know how to lose.
They won't win another game.
Bengals at Texans, -9.
Wow, what
After that performance last night, you think it's going to be the same for the Texans?
I think Deshaun Watson will play a great game. I think the Texans will win. I don't know that they'll win by 9, but I'm going to take the Texans. You?
I'm taking the Texans to win.
Okay.
Bears at Jags. I actually think this is a game that the Jags can win.
I'll take the Bears all day long.
Oh, I'm taking the Bears, but I think just like last week when I said with the Jets and Rams, I believe this is going to be the game.
Yeah, a game I don't even watch. Again, don't bet on it, folks. Again, I mentioned last week, we don't play every game. I won't even get close to that game.
No,
I don't really care who wins. To tell you
I'll stay away from that one.
The Bears have won 2 in a row, by the way, haven't they? They're up to 7-7 now. So the Bears are playing pretty good ball. Trubisky's playing good ball, but it's not what I like. But how about Indianapolis and Pittsburgh? There's a game.
Yep.
What do you think of that with Pittsburgh favored by 2.5 at home against a very hot Indianapolis team? Is Pittsburgh going to continue to play bad football?
I have the Colts.
They're bad all over the field.
I have Colts in this one.
I'm going with the Colts. I don't think Pittsburgh's going to turn it around. I really don't. I don't think. I think they're going to lose their last 2 games and go into the playoffs and lose. I know there's a lot of Pittsburgh fans in the Vegas area. I talked to a lot of you, and early in the year when you were 11-0, all you did was brag. Man, I heard more bragging from Pittsburgh fans this year. It makes me sick, because the NFL is a long season. I never brag about one particular team being the best or the worst. I just enjoy it. Just like I've been on Buffalo all year, but they're beatable. I've been on the Rams all year. They're beatable, but I got to go with the Colts.
I do too. That's who I'm going with.
Yep. Let's do it.
We
Go
got Panthers at the Washington football team. minus 2.5 for Washington. Do you think Ron Rivera is going to lose another game?
I don't think they're going to lose this week. I think Washington is, again, the NFL is a need-to-win league, and Washington has enough to win. Hopefully, Alex Smith is back in the lineup.
He should be back this week.
Colt McCoy, he's been in the league 10 years now. He's a hard worker. I like Colt McCoy. He's a good dude, but he doesn't know how to win.
No.
He doesn't play on winners, but
you see the
I'm going to go with
when
Washington.
you actually have a good quarterback in there, how they were playing?
Yeah, I like Washington. I like Ron Rivera. Another team, Baltimore is on the upswing against the Giants. Who you like?
I like Baltimore in this one.
I agree with you. Kansas City Falcons.
I'm a Chiefs guy right now. Until they lose, I can't see anybody beating them. They're just doing their thing right now.
In Atlanta's best in the dome. They got those quick receivers. Atlanta is a good dome team, a good home team. They play competitively. Kansas City's going to beat them at home. Kansas City's going to wrap this season up. The big game of the week, really to me the biggest game.
Rams and Seahawks?
Rams and Seahawks.
I'm going to go Rams this week.
A lot of ramifications there.
I like your play on words there.
I don't know anything about that. Rams, get it? Ramifications? Did you get that, folks? He got it. John Stiles, producer, got it. Mr. WWDBTV got it. Everybody at the studio here laughed at me. Ramifications. Aren't there? Watch the show, like it, please.
Eagles, Cowboys.
Well, who you taking? I mean, before we jump.
I like the Cowboys.
No. Who you going with the Rams in Seattle, where you went quick?
I already told you I'm taking the Rams this week because I think they're going to play up to their competition. Are you going with Seattle?
I'm all over the Seahawks.
Oh, okay.
I'm all over the Seahawks. I'll give that 2 points. The Seahawks will continue to win. They're playing good defense. Russell Wilson.
Good defense.
Hey, good running back. Carson. Hey, by the way, people don't give Carson enough credit. He's underrated. Because that guy's a good running back, man. He's a good running back, man. And again, if you're going to get in his way, he's going to run you over.
The problem is the O-line.
I love that guy.
The O-line was dismal as far as for the running game. It's getting better throughout the season. Like, you have to adjust throughout the season, and they're adjusting correctly right now.
Yeah, so it's going to be a fun game. You like LA, I like Seattle. Who do you like? Got a couple more games here. Cowboys, Philly. Again, I like Cowboys to continue to win. They're playing good at the end of the year. You?
Yeah, I do like the Cowboys right now. Andy Dalton it looks like he's right at home with the team, and we're seeing that. We're seeing kind of like the spark that Dak Prescott had with the offense.
Yeah.
And it's working for them right now. I'll go Cowboys.
Cowboys are finishing strong again, contracts, but they said Mike McCarthy will be back, so good for him. Tennessee, Green Bay, the other good game. We got really 3 good games, good games.
I like Green Bay in this one, too.
I'm going to go with Tennessee.
Okay. In
this game at Green Bay, they both play in, not the best weather. They're both outdoor teams, outdoor stadiums. Green Bay is minus 3.5. I really, really like Tennessee in this game. I really like Tennessee.
Tennessee has to run that ball.
I think I'm going to make a major bet on this game. I really like them. This is a big, I'm giving this out as a big, I'm writing it, Tennessee win. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. Last game, Monday Night Football, which is Buffalo with New England. Buffalo -7. New England's not going to make the playoffs. They're done, but they'll make some noise in this game, right?
Yeah, I believe they'll win. And basically, they're going to cement being the division champs and, basically rub it into the Patriots' face like, hey, finally. But don't gloat. Just continue winning and keep it pushing.
Buffalo is well coached. And Allen is playing great. I mean, you got one of the best receivers in football with Diggs, and a good defense. Buffalo's a tough team. Again, it's one of those AFC teams that are real. What? I don't think what?
basically, Belichick likes to shut down your best, whatever you do best, right?
Yeah.
So you don't think they'll shut down Diggs?
Nobody can shut down Diggs.
Okay.
There's not a team in the league that can shut down Diggs.
Well, I think they're gonna shut down Diggs. Buffalo's gonna show you that they're gonna have to win without Diggs, because I think Belichick's gonna limit what happens with Diggs.
Diggs is on a streak. He's feeling it. He wants to go to the playoffs and do well.
Yeah.
Buffalo is a legitimate team. It's going to be tough. But we got to, we had a lot to look at here. There's some fun games. I mean, when there's some really nice games here this week. And enjoy them. Enjoy football this week. Make your bets. We've been very successful. Our games of the week are, I think good ones. Watch the show back. Watch it a couple times. Get ready for the playoffs are coming. Again, we had a very successful week last week. Congratulations to you. We've been doing well, and we give out a lot of winners. Again, don't play every game. These teams that are out of the playoffs that have no shot at anything, don't play those games. It's up to you. You play whatever you want, but please continue to like us. Please continue to follow us. Please continue to share with your friends, and enjoy football this week. You got 4 straight weeks of NFL. You got bowl games. You got a lot going on, but we love talking about NFL. You want to close with anything? You got any final thoughts on the NFL as we finish tonight?
I guess it's just the good teams are rolling right now, and the bad teams. We're going to see quite a few coaching changes in the next couple of weeks. Obviously, like I want the Jets to keep Gates until
well, they're
end
going
of
to
the
keep him
season.
for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
They may bring him back. Who knows?
And it's like, as a Jets fan too, like I'm looking for Lawrence, and to see them like, I don't know, like where was all of this heart at the beginning of the season? If you were playing like this, we wouldn't be in a position
really
right now.
Me. We opened with that,
It just grinds my gears.
Yeah, guys playing for contracts, coaches playing for contracts, not to get fired. So that does bug me at the end of the year, because it really messes up batting patterns for our friends and fans. Quick, we got to go. Give me your Super Bowl teams.
I'm looking at Green Bay on one side, and probably maybe Rams. Oh no, maybe Titans.
Titans. You heard it. Green Bay Titans. For me, it's simple. Buffalo versus Seattle. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. We're sticking to it. We're sticking to our stories. Great week ahead. Enjoy week 16. Merry Christmas. Make some money. We look forward to seeing you. Please like us, follow us, share us, whatever you do.
Hit that notification button.
Hit that notification button. God bless. Thank you, my friend. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.
Thanks for watching.